David McAllister, honourable members, yes, I came right after the college. Given the pace of some candidate countries, successful enlargement, and this is really my day today, is a realistic possibility within the coming years. Our candidates have ambitious goals. Montenegro wants to finish negotiations at the end of 26, Albania at the end of 27, Moldova and Ukraine in 2028. Amid the challenges caused by Russia's war of aggression, Ukraine has demonstrated its commitments to its EU path, moving forward on key reforms. Steps already taken are laying the foundations for recovery and opening space for greater private sector involvement. It will be essential to sustain this momentum and prevent any risk of backsliding, in particular anti-corruption. Montenegro is the most advanced and has made significant progress towards EU accession, and it is at the same time the most prepared country. The country produced tangible results on required reforms while remaining firm on its EU strategic orientation. Albania has made unprecedented progress since the first intergovernmental conference in October 24. 4 more clusters were opened over the year, and the remaining cluster is still to be open in November. This outstanding result is a clear recognition of the firm political commitment of Albania and the clear EU aspirations of its society. 91% of citizens are supporting EU membership. Albania continued to make progress in reforms under the fundamentals cluster and is preparing to deliver the interim benchmarks for it by the end of the year. Moldova has progressed on its accession path with accelerated speed and significantly deepened its cooperation with the EU despite the continuous hybrid threats and attempts to destabilize the country and its EU course. And it is the country which made the most progress in just 1 year. In Serbia, the authorities continue to declare EU membership as their strategic goal, but the actual pace of implementation of reforms has slowed down significantly. While some recent positive developments are noted, Serbia needs to deliver on credible reforms across the board, most importantly in the area of fundamentals. Serbia is expected to overcome the standstill in the area of judiciary and fundamental rights and urgently reverse the backsliding on freedom of expression, on freedom of academia, as well as ensure progress on the electoral framework. This also is something what the citizens of Serbia are requesting. In Georgia, the situation has sharply deteriorated with serious democratic backsliding, as never before in one of the candidate countries. We saw a rapid erosion of the rule of law and severe restrictions of fundamental rights. Georgian authorities need to urgently reverse their course to respond to their citizens' demand for a European future. Following the last year's European Council conclusions that the Georgian government's actions have de facto led to a halt of the pre-accession process, and in light of Georgia's continued backsliding on the fundamentals since then, the Commission considers Georgia a candidate country in name only. We need to ensure that positive dynamics on the rule of law, democracy and fundamental rights are maintained also after accession. That's why, and this is also put in the communication, the Commission considers that future accession treaties will need to contain stronger safeguards while keeping the fundamental principle of equality.
Commissioner, for your presentation. Very precise.